Alright, we are back for round 1. I did not mention that during the draft, but this is what they call a double elimination draft league. So this ends when I get either 3 wins or 2 losses. So it's kind of different from what I do usually, but there is no single elimination draft available for this set. There's only this. I don't mind playing that, it's fine. I've done a lot of these. I think I've done something like 10 drafts already. I really like this set a lot. Yeah. Alright. Thank you, deck. Yeah, that one is fine. Kinda clunky that we have Windborne Charge with no creature, but it's a decent land spell ratio. And Zendikar Shrine Expedition kinda works well with Windborne Charge just because both spell are, they are in the deck just to burn the opponent, so they kinda does the same thing in that regard. Now there's a Slinger on the top. There was a Slinger on the top that I just drew. And I don't really know if I should play turn 2 or not. It really depends on what my opponent does here. Obviously, if they play something like a 2-3 for 2, the Nis has chosen, I'm less inclined to play it. Survivalist I could kill with the Slinger. Yeah, I think I will play it right now. It's kinda close because I have two good Revolts in my hand, so I could try to wait and get value. I mulligan 2, so trying to get value could be a good idea. It also depends on if I draw land next turn and if my opponent plays something or not. I think I will hold on playing that for now because I don't really think I'll be able to apply pressure. It's a close call. It's a close call. I'm more of the type of player that tries to get as much value as possible. So I'm kind of biased towards, that, but here I think it might be right to wait at least one turn. And here, if we don't draw land, I might just drop it, especially if my opponent plays a creature. So they do have the Chosen I was talking about last turn. We drew Runus Minotaur. If I play the Slinger now, it's fine. I'd probably trade with the Survivalist and I would have lost 2 life of that choice. It's not great, but whatever. I don't really feel like using Journey to Nowhere on the Chosen, though I could. I think I'm just gonna drop Slinger, hope to trade with Survivalist and pass the turn. This game not going super well so far, though. Mulliganing into missing land drop, not exactly the best place. And they have an eel, which I will have to deal with. Okay, we drew a land, which is cool. I will get rid of that right now. They could be playing... you should not play counterspells in this set. They are pretty bad, and the more aggressive a set is, the less you should be trying to play counterspells. But since people don't really know this set, sometimes you are surprised, and I don't really want, them to have Spell Pierce or something, so whatever Removal I might use, it's probably gonna get used right now. I think it's gonna be the Trap. And even though I'm pretty aggressive, I don't think I should be attacking and trading 2 damage for 2 damage. Because I'm kind of stuck on land and I need to find lands before I try to do something. Yeah, we'll just main phase kill that. Maybe I should attack. I have the Shrine. I don't think so, though. I'm at 16. They have 2 creatures on the board. Just feels bad. Just feels bad. Also, since it has landfall, if something that can really happen is like, they drop a land, you kill it in response to the trigger, and then they use Harrow. The 3 mana instant speed, get 2 land onto the battlefield. This becomes a 6/6, and you get completely, utterly destroyed. So, even even not thinking about counterspell, you should probably try to kill landfall creature during your turn just to make sure there's no, or sometime, let's say they have a plated GLP, then you can kill it with a 2 damaging spell, and then you wait for their turn and they play a fetch. And then if you try to answer the trigger, the first trigger, they can fetch and make it a 3/3 and you cannot kill it anymore. And if you just let it be a 3/3, you cannot kill it either. So it's like pretty bad overall situation for you, which is why you should probably always try to kill these during your turn, or at sorcery speed basically. I mean, it doesn't really matter when you do it, but probably during your turn is a better idea. Alright, it's clunky. At least my opponent just played 2 creatures that don't do anything. I will probably have to use that defensively to trade with something, unfortunately. Now, do I also want to Journey to Nowhere something? I don't know, like, this will probably block there. Now, can I afford to take 2 damage each turn? I think I can afford to do that. One or two more turns. The thing is, if I just Journey to Nowhere the Chosen, which could trade with Minotaur, and they play something more threatening, like, I don't know, a Living Tsunami or, a big flyer, I'm really gonna be in trouble. And now my opponent has some... First, they don't have any land in hand, which is pretty bad for me. They have spells. They are gonna get more value. It's just like, it's looking pretty grim. Like, everything that could go wrong this game has gone wrong so far. Like being color screwed, not really badly, but still. Missing land drops. Having a bad combination of card. Not the best spot to be in. Highland Berserker. Alright, well. At least I can try to double block the Chosen. Blue-green doesn't have a ton of removal, so it's rather safe. Now they could have something like Into the Royal. That unless they drop another blue. They cannot kick it though, so that would not be too bad. They could have a pump spell, but yeah, I mean, I cannot just take 2 forever, so I will make the double block if they attack, and if they have a trick, well, they have a trick. I mean, shit happens. I mean, if they have a trick, they are gonna use it to a decent amount of value at some point. Like, if I try to block with Minotaur later on, they can just get me too. And if it's the most likely thing is +4/+4 X-proof, the one that's playing Infect, Vines of Vasewood, I think. Not sure, Vasewood, not sure how you should pronounce that, but if they have that, I'm like 2 hit away from being dead, so I also kind of have to block anyways. Trying to play around pump spell or stuff makes sense until a certain point, but after some, after at some point you have to block, and if they have it, they have it. I mean, it's just, it is what it is. It be what it be. Good news is that the Minotaur can attack through their blocker pretty well, and we have a decent amount of land, so we can sacrifice. Bad news is, they have probably 3 spells in hand. They are going to draw 2 cards pretty soon. It's not looking good. Mold Shambler destroying a mountain. Yeah, that's certainly not good for us. So I could Journey to Nowhere the Shambler and try to get in for damage. Ooh, Spire Barrage. Ooh. Looking sick right there. I think I kind of have to do that. Like, I think my only shot at winning this game is to getting some damage with the Minotaur somehow, and then getting a random kill out of Windborne Charge probably. My opponent is getting a ton of value here. I'm mulliganed on the play. They are gonna draw cards. Like, I'm getting buried in card advantage, so I can just hope to steal the game somehow with damage. And my start was slow, so I did not deal any damage. It's just like I don't think I can really win, but at least the Minotaur might mean I can just steal the game somehow. Oh god. Yeah, this game is not going well. So I could Windborne Charge, attack for 11, put them down to 4. But then I would have to sacrifice a land, which means even if I draw my other Windborne Charge, I still cannot kill them. And if I attack with both creatures, I'm actually dead to their board, so yeah, and I can't cast anything. Yeah, amazing. I don't think there's any spell that saves me at that point. It's just like, yeah, just having probably one of the worst draw possible. And my draw was not even that bad. It's just like it did not match up well at all against what my opponent is doing. And my opponent is doing some pretty strong things. Not trying to say I'm just unlucky and it's not going well. It's just like it's going pretty well for them and pretty poorly for me. So it's tough. I guess I'll take 8. I mean, I don't think there's anything that can put me back in the game. Especially since I already used my Journey to Nowhere. But I doubt double blocking is gonna help me the slightest. Ooh, Sea Stalker is a pretty good card. Ooh, we drew Pitfall Trap. I'm quite sure we are still dead. My opponent can tap something, end of turn, tap something else during their turn and attack with ground creature and I die. They forgot to tap something end of turn. Alright. Well that's it. I think that's pretty interesting information actually. Because that's pretty important. Like they have a ton of mana so they probably don't need to do that, but still. And they forgot to kill me. Alright. Cool. Weird. I mean, I still lose that game really badly, I think, but I don't really get. Oh, they are playing Vines. Okay, interesting. Okay, sure, I'm dead then. I guess it did not really matter, but still, that's kind of weird. Like, on the off chance I have 2 Pitfall Trap, it's not very likely because I would have used one last turn. But yeah, I don't really. Yeah, why would you not just try to kill me? I mean, make sure I'm dead. Alright, well, I don't think I have anything great in my side against the green deck. I think I have a good draw. I'm just gonna be in great shape though. Like, my deck is supposed to play a 2-drop creature on turn 2, 3-drop on turn 3, and just beat down. And it's absolutely not what I did last game. But I think in general we should be fine. I guess Cliff Threader not looking super good, but I think 2-1 for 2 is just better than anything else in my side, so I don't see any reason to remove them. And again, I want that 15 creature count. Not a super exciting hand, but I can draw some relevant stuff, and the shrine is going to be available pretty quickly because of the marsh flats. Best top deck ever would probably be Plated GLP right now. It's probably the best thing I could get. Alright, never mind. I'm having a lot of trouble getting that red mana. I mean, I have more white, but it's a 9/8 mana base. That's kind of crazy. Survival is on turn 2 again. Yeah. Hey. Things are not working out well. I'm probably gonna drop. Oh, okay. I guess that makes things simpler. But even though I have Geopin in my deck, which could mean keeping Marsh Flats around would be a good idea, I was thinking about just using Marsh Flats right away just to remove a plains from my deck, because I really don't want to draw plains. I'm probably gonna trade if they attack. Oh, they did not attack. Okay. Interesting. Do we attack there? I'm pretty happy to trade. I think, yeah, since I have the shrine, they are pretty likely to actually block. If they don't block, it would annoy me a little bit, but I'm quite sure they will block. My opponent should not use Vines here to save their Survivalist. I think that would be a pretty huge misplay, given the mana I have available. At the damage, it would be slightly annoying because it would mean I could not cast Shepherd next turn, but it's not the end of the world, first. And second, I would still get 5 damage in, which is clearly relevant because of the Shrine. Aeronaut, you would have been good a couple turns ago. Yeah, you are still good, but I was hoping to get more value. Yeah, if I hadn't that on my opener would have taken like something like 6 damage right now, I think. Yeah, would be cool. Alright, I will stop complaining, like, my draw is fine. It's just like, when you are playing something like 6 or 7 2-drop creature, it's always annoying when you are not drawing them. Especially when the deck is like based around that, pretty much. Looks like my opponent's color screwed though, so I certainly cannot complain. I kinda wanna get my 7-1 and give it fly, because I have nothing else to do with my mana, and I kinda wanna make sure I get this damage in. Yeah, I don't have to do that, but... And actually, I'd be fine if they were to block. Yeah, I don't know. It feels cool to do that. It's probably wrong, actually. No, never mind. I think it's actually... Sometimes you want to keep that around because maybe you want to block and you can use it at, you know, basically... you probably want to use that as late as you can. The thing is, my opponent showed a Mold Shambler last turn, and it'd be really annoying if they were to kill my Shrine, because then, you know, I can use it during their turn, but they will probably not attack, and I will just get 2 for 1 for no reason. So since they showed Mold Shambler, I think it's actually right to attack right now. Now, maybe letting my opponent the possibility to block is better, because... Oh, well, I'm not blocking. This might be a bluff, but I don't really care about getting hit for 2. Ooh, they have the Big Daddy. They do have the Big Daddy. Alright. Can I kill my opponent there? Nope. I am missing a little bit of damage. They are dead next turn. Should probably drop Torchlinger because it's gonna be lethal with Windborne Charge and another creature, and they might find a way to deal with one of my flyer. And if they draw, you know, their island and they can put a flyer to block, they can block here, take 4, and go down to 1. So yeah, I have to drop that, and I will not use the effect. You cannot target player with that, by the way. I will just drop it at 3/3. Then I will try to Pitfall Trap the Stomper, but it seems quite likely that they will just protect it. I will take 12, and then I will probably kill them, hopefully. This card is pretty busted. It's a lot of mana, but it kills. It smashes face. Yep. Yeah, sometimes Slinger just doesn't sling, I guess. I would have probably paid 2 to deal to my opponent, even though it would mean not having Pitfall Trap available if they were to attack with 2 creature. Because them at 3 means any creature is lethal with Windborne Charge. I mean, I'll still try to kill the Stomper, even though I kinda doubt it's gonna work. Yeah, I think we can just... How do we do? Because they attacked with the Chosen. I don't really... Well, if I block and they use the pump spell here, then they kill my Shepherd, which I don't really want. I think what I'm gonna do is actually Pitfall Trap the Stomper. If it dies, great, I just take 2 from Chosen. If they protect it, then I can probably eat that, because I kinda doubt they would have 2 pump spell. Yeah, seems like a decent amount of value. Not sure why they attack with Chosen, when Chosen can block Slinger. Oh, looks like they had nothing. Okay. Pretty good bluff, I think. If it was a bluff, but either way, I think whether it's a bluff or not, I don't think you should block in this case, and I think the opponent would be right to bluff it. This matchup is kind of tough. I feel like if I have a good draw, I can kill them before they with me having a decent, not like the crazy nut draw, but a good draw with a 2-drop, a 3-drop, and a 4-drop. I feel like I can probably be in a spot where when they cast their Stomper on turn 6, I can kill them before they kill me. But if they have a good draw to its stuff, so yeah. On the draw, I kind of have to hope they don't have the Stomper. It's pretty tough to beat. But again, Windborne Charge can beat that. Ugh. I'm gonna keep that because I'm on draw and I have one of the best cards in my deck in Journey to Nowhere, but this is another pretty clunky hand. That being said, we are more likely to draw white than red. And yeah, the opponent deck is not very aggressive. Until they cast a turn 1 Trusty Machete, obviously. Yeah, things are not working out super well so far. I guess they were color screwed last game and now they might be missing a land drop. Kinda doubt it though. No, they had it, plus the Chosen, yeah, obviously. And we'll have to journey that because otherwise, they just build a 4/4 next turn, and yeah, I'm just not gonna beat a 4/4 on turn 3. And I have nothing else to do. The Machete is gonna be pretty tough to beat though. I am not casting the Slinger now. Since they have the Machete, it feels like they could very well make any creature big enough where this doesn't matter, but I feel like I might get value, and this is not really gonna attack into any 4-drop anyway, really efficiently. And yeah, it just doesn't feel great to play that now. I will play my Giant though. Hopefully not into a cancel, but again, you should not play cancel in this set. I really don't think you should be doing that. And what do they have? A Skyrune Drake. Oh, that's kind of cool. I mean, I think they are pretty likely to block and call the bluff, and we can get a good amount of value out of the Slinger. And if they don't, I mean, I'm fine just dealing my 4 damage. But I think they will call the bluff, and I think they should be calling the bluff. So I'm happy I kept the Slinger around, because this as a 6/4 fly with the Machete would be tough to beat. Alright, cool. That's a trade I'm happy to make. Second Windborne Charge is kind of funny. I guess double Windborne Charge with this 2 dude just kills. It's like 20 damage. It's 10 and 10. Goodbye. Hope you had fun. Ooh, Gomazoa. Remember that this thing has Summoning Sickness, so you cannot choose it right away. I've seen people blocking with that right away. It's easy to forget that you cannot just use it. I don't think I should be making a land drop. I think I'm gonna Windborne Charge now. My opponent is tapped out. They have no good block. And yeah, feels fine. Like, why not? Why not get 10 damage in when you can? When it's free. My opponent did not forget about what it is. Summoning Sickness, yeah. Yeah, you have to target something, so that can be, this card can be clunky. And maybe this means we cast Minotaur next turn and not Shepherd of the Lost. They move the Machete, which makes sense since this is probably gonna just, shuffle stuff. Pitfall Trap. Don't really want to trade my Giant for Archer, because if I attack, I'm pretty sure they are gonna block with Archer. Huh. Kinda close. Definitely casting Shepherd now, because it's not very likely they play 2 allies next turn. I kinda doubt it. I mean, if I would be sure my opponent would block with Gamazoa and shuffle, I would happily cast the Shepherd. Now, since they can just trade here, it feels kinda bad, kinda meh. On the other hand, killing the giant around is decent too. I could just cast Shepherd, do nothing. Next turn I Windborne charge both creature. If nothing, not much change, they shuffle my giant back into my deck and they take 9 down to 1 if they don't have another flyer around. And this seems more valuable than trading giant now. Like, if they block Gamazoa, I'm happy, but I'm pretty sure they would trade the archer. So I think I should just drop the Shepherd, pass the turn, and be happy. And now it could be a funny thing that could happen is my opponent trying to attack with that, bluffing something, or having a trick, and then I block, and they use their trick, and I pitfall trap them. That'd be sweet. Nope. They could have something in hand, but there's not a ton of things that can interact with what I have right now. So I think I'll just go for the Windborne charge play, and we can cast the Skyfisher afterwards, which is fine, I guess. Let us charge. So yeah, I guess the giant is gonna get shuffled back, and they are gonna take 7, not 9. I did my math pretty badly last. Yeah, I assume this would also get +2/+2, but obviously it doesn't. It doesn't. So now, what will we bounce with this Skyfisher? We can bounce a land back and replay it, and then we have Pitfall Trap available if they attack with only one creature. We can bounce back the Slinger, but it's not really killing anything right now. I think it's still what I'm gonna do, because it could it could end up killing something at some point. If they ever move the machete, this dies to the Slinger, so that's pretty threatening to them. So I will probably be doing that, but I guess we shall see. We shall see. Yeah, the block we were expecting, the shuffle we were expecting, and the damage we were expecting. Good, good. Yeah, this doesn't do anything. Like, it's getting completely walled by these two guys, so I might as well take it back and get a bit of value. And I cannot draw a third Windborne charge, so it's not like having a ground creature is really gonna do anything. Like, if I hadn't cast both Windborne charge, having that on the battlefield could matter and be relevant. But here it's just like, this just doesn't do anything. So my opponent needs to deal with Shepherd if they don't want to die. And then I'm not blocking. Living Tsunami, alright, alright. A Tsunami with Machete. Alright, alright, that's kinda good. And I'm happy I took back the Slinger, because I can deal 2 damage before attacking, and they have to chump block basically, which is nice. I don't think Core Ironaut does anything for me in this specific situation. But I can force a chump block and still deal 2 damage, because I have to block the Shepherd, and there's nothing for 2 green that would prevent damage from the Shepherd. Like, they will have to just chump the Shepherd. Yeah. I guess they could have their pump spell, in which case the tsunami would leave. Yeah, I mean, they could have it. They could very well have it. They do have it, so it was not a bluff. Okay, interesting. Mabon is still in quite a lot of trouble though. Mostly because I top deck the Aeronaut, which means I can attack with 2 flyers next turn. And they are not really close to be able to kill me, especially since the tsunami cannot attack right now. They did have a decent answer in, a huge flyer with vines though. And they were not bluffing when attacking. Alright. They had it all. Looks like it's not gonna be enough though. I guess there's a couple cards that would save them and give them a lot of tempo. Mostly thinking about Whiplash Trap, I think it's the name. 5 mana, bounce 2 creatures. If they do have that, they can definitely, crawl back in the game. I think I'm gonna Pitfall Trap that thing. I don't really want to take damage in case, they do have the trap and I don't really want to get tempoed out. Yeah, if they have the trap, they will not equip though. They did equip, so I assume they don't have the trap. Because trap costs 5, unless I play 2 creatures. I mean, 2 creatures enters the battlefield, and, well, this will not happen. So I think we should have the win there. I guess I could have cancel. Yeah, cancel could be a thing. Otherwise, I kind of feel like this should be good enough. Phew, tough match. My draws were not really amazing. I guess my up and draw game 2 was pretty awful too. They were completely corkscrew, so I certainly can't complain. Alright, good, we got there, sweet. And we were drawing some more Minotaurs. Alright. Whew, yeah, that was tough. My open deck was good though. I mean, seemed very good. Living Tsunami, the Stomper, a couple good 2-drop, just seemed quite solid in general. We got there. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed, and see you for a second round.